Are you ready to sell your soul and watch God burn? What about experiencing Among Us in real life? All of that and more today. Greetings, Jamers, and welcome back to Top 10 Jaming. I'm your host, Connor Monroe, and that was for those of you who pronounce it GIF. This is the Top 10 Scary Among Us Creepypastas Part 4. I played too much of this game, let's do it. In 10 tasks. I think I've played too much of Among Us. I know, it's too good. You can't play too many rounds, but when you experience what I am every single day, it can grow to be much more than anticipated. I played Among Us for probably a month straight. We were on lockdown, so I didn't really have anything else to do. My friends and I would mostly play, but whenever they dipped to play something else, I continued online. I would only take breaks to go to sleep and go to the bathroom, eating while playing, and would play until the wee hours of the morning, when my father was getting up to go to his essential work. Anyway, after that month I was pretty burnt out, so I stopped playing. But the thing is, I never really stopped. At first I thought I was sleep deprived, but I've been living the game for around 2 months now and it hasn't stopped. I see a taskbar everywhere I go. When I'm doing laundry, taskbar. When I'm eating food, taskbar. When I'm playing Minecraft, I still see a taskbar and it doesn't go away. No matter what I do, I'm living in the game. And I can't sleep until the taskbar is full. I now expect to walk around the corner and see my sister torn in half. Oh man. Emergency meeting! In a 9 squatter. The only reason the imposters are able to easily infiltrate their crewmates is because they're always there. They hide in the ventilation until a couple of unfortunate souls take a look. Then they snatch them and shapeshift into them. This explains why we know not to go in the vents as crewmates and how we instantly know when there are imposters. Perhaps because we found the bodies or they just started acting differently. The aliens sneak onto the ship when it's landed and work to wipe us out. It's terrifying because it's real. This happens in real life. Not the whole aliens thing, but the people hiding in plain sight waiting for the perfect time to strike. Be careful looking into the vents. You may find more than just dust bunnies, and probably a squatter looking for your head. Not that head. Stop it. In an 8 school. The cameras in Among Us are so good. While they may have limited vision, they keep the rooms lit when the lights are out and can really help identify the imposters if they don't pay attention to the blinking red light. But this game has not only made me suspicious of my friends, but my school's security system as well. We have cameras in every hallway, not in classrooms, which should serve to comfort me but really doesn't. But no matter what, I always feel like I'm being watched. They don't have a red light or anything to indicate someone watching them, but I always feel like there's someone who is. The day goes by normally. Class, class, lunch, class, class, and by the end of the day, someone always gets called to the office. I didn't think anything of it until my friend Jonah got called. He said he'd see me tomorrow when he went in, since I was leaving for the bus, but he didn't come back the next day. I called his mom, but nobody answered, and the office just said that he had called in sick. I think I may be right about this, so I'm going to act as suspicious as possible so I can get called in and get to the bottom of this. It worked. They called me in. They're all staring at me, asking if they should vote me out. I didn't realize my principal played Among Us. Wait, what's wrong with your stomach? And it's 7 Silent Assassin. Among Us is an incredible game where one person can go from a noob to a pro in one night, and the case is the same for everyone. They can go from killing in front of someone to wiping you out in a matter of hours. That's exactly what happened to my friend, but it changed her. This was a couple months ago. My friends and I were playing our weekly game of Among Us when a friend who's new to the game asked if they could join. We allowed them to, and they were garbage. I was the imposter with them and she got called out at the first meeting. Then she asked why my name was red and they voted me off next. Not even a sabotage could save me. However, next week she was absolutely amazing. It was us again and she did all the work. I didn't kill a single person, I never got the chance. But the way she's acting now is odd to say the least. She doesn't really talk, only while playing a game or sitting at a table during lunch or something. She doesn't talk during class or in the hallways. It's almost like she's method acting and lunch counts as a meeting. I don't know what's gotten into her, but I'm worried there's more to this sudden increase in skill than she's letting on. Unit 6, Test 4587. Polus is an interesting map. One of the most brutal ejected scenes of them all. Dropping someone into a pool of lava is always more gruesome than throwing them into space or letting them plummet to their death. What lies under the lava though is probably what makes this the most disgusting thing you can do to another player in Among Us. The imposters are aliens, we know this. But what we didn't look out for are the aliens that originate from Polus. These creatures, known as test subjects by Mira, are the native species of Polus, and are lava-dwelling creatures that we end up feeding by throwing our crewmates out. The one in the pit we use is known as Test 4587, and they're the most influential of the bunch. These aliens are capable of a base amount of mind control or influence, and these creatures are the ones turning us against each other. They make the imposters, and they make us feed them dinner. Halfway through to number 5, data mining. Among Us is a simple game that other people can't really hack. They can hack to cheat, like making themselves always the imposter or giving themselves a huge kill range, but you can't really get other people's data in the game, unless you're the developers. The game devs have made the game so simple and addictive in order to steal your data and sell it to the highest bidder. Ever wonder why you all of a sudden get imposter when you've called out for it, saying that you'll quit if you get crewmate again? Or why the rounds are so quick and addictive? It keeps you playing. The game is cheap, so you'll be more likely to play it, and you have to pay for it so they can get your credit card information. The game is cross-platform, meaning that you can play with mobile users to get people to download the app for free, where you keep all your important info like emails, passwords, bank accounts, pictures. The Among Us developers only need you to sell you. And if you don't believe me, why don't you take the risk and test it yourself? And at 4, fault line. Fault lines are a natural occurrence in real life. These faults can cause more and more intense earthquakes because of the tectonic plates below the surface of the planet. But Polus itself is a fault line. At least it is to hackers. That's why they have the seismic stabilizers, to prevent any catastrophic events from occurring. The imposters can sabotage this and use it to win the game. However, the hackers can use this fault to their advantage by making the stabilizers impossible to fix. Since Polus has such a big fault, this makes a catastrophic event inevitable and extremely dangerous. If a hacker does this, you can see cracks form in the ground. The lava slowly seeps out from within the depths of Polus. You'll die if you touch it, but the imposters can walk along like nothing's wrong. The lava also comes from within the vent holes that are present within Polus, and you can see the light come up as the lava rises. Be careful on Polus, it's more dangerous than you might think. And at 3, God. Among Us has no God, until you meet the one going by God. They always get the white spacesuit and they always wear a halo. I thought they were just kidding at first, that this was just a joke they had and that their friend would join as Lucifer or Satan or something like that, but no. Instead, they were the actual God of Among Us. They can control every single aspect, as if they were a hacker, but more. The control the God of Among Us has is incredible. They choose the imposters, then wipe their memory, they can instantly complete tasks, and they can even kill imposters without having the button. It's an incredible sight to see, but also disturbing. Who would have so much control? Who is playing this character? Is this the game devs? Is it a hacker? Or is it something more? Oh God, please no. And at 2, deal. I'm trash at Among Us. I can't lie for crap, and I can't seem to fake tasks properly. That in combination with my anxiety makes playing the game as an imposter practically impossible. So when someone came around saying that they could make me good at the game, I was all ears. They said it costed my soul, but I figured that it was a figure of speech since I would have to train and spend some more time getting used to lying, but it didn't. They meant my actual soul. I didn't think that was real. I thought souls were just like a metaphor. Now, I feel nothing. I don't have any emotion. I don't have a sense of right and wrong. I know what's typically seen as right and wrong, but I have no problems with doing wrong. If I want or need something, it doesn't really matter what I have to do to get it. I thought they were just going to improve my skills by training me, but that thing, whatever it was, just made me heartless. Or rather, soulless. At least nobody can tell if I'm the imposter, right? Finally, and at number 1, Burnt. It was a normal game of Among Us, a group of my friends along with myself casually playing while having a few drinks. But after seeing what became of the crewmates you threw out, I don't think we'll ever play this game again. It was the 3rd round. 4 people had been killed and there were 5 of us left. We were playing with 2 imposters, so we knew we had to vote, otherwise we would lose. The 2 most suspicious were White and Orange. They were both near the body and claimed that the imposter was the other one. We voted out Orange and then called a meeting as soon as we could. Somehow the imposters didn't call sabotage, so we figured we got the right one. But to be safe, we threw out White as well. We were playing in Polus, so we threw them into the lava pit. That's important, because after the round ended, we had a new player. But it wasn't anyone new, it was White. They were back. They crawled out of the lava in order to finish their tasks. the spacesuit they wore was melted and burnt everywhere. They were basically wearing the black spacesuit, but with a little more red, and they were still on fire. They ended up completing their tasks and won the game, but my friend didn't talk that whole time. I'll never know why they didn't just become a ghost, and why my friend doesn't remember what happened. There we have it, friends, the top 10 Scary Among Us Creepypastas Part 4. If you want to see more Among Us, including the other 3 parts, click the playlist that's about to show up and comment down below what other Among Us lists you'd like to see. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been Sean Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.